Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the 308sniper live stream. We are back after what seems like forever. I think it's been about a week since we streamed last, but we are back. We are up and running. So we've got a full day of play today. We've got two full teams in this morning, and we've got 4 teams in this afternoon. So it should be a good busy day. So we'll have a full morning of streaming, and then we'll be streaming again this afternoon. So hope you can join us on both of them. But we're just getting ready to get them out on the first game. A bit late getting the stream set up. So the first game is going to be our team deathmatch. So let me put the graphics up for that. If you've watched any of the streams before, you would have seen this many a times. Okay, let me get the arena cams up. And let me get this up and running. So, sorry, really late to the party getting this set up this morning. But this is our first game, Team Deathmatch. It is up and running. We've lost the GoPro feed, so it's going swimmingly this morning. But bear with us, and we'll get it all up and running again. Oh, I want to do that. We'll get the GoPro running in a little bit. Morning, Tesco Card. Welcome to the stream. So this is our first round, team deathmatch, straight shoot 'em up, and we'll just see how even the teams are matched and how this one pans out. So bear with us, and we'll get all this today's play underway. As I said, there's quite a full day today. We've got 2 full teams in this morning, and then we've got 4 teams in this afternoon. So it's going to be a quick succession of games this afternoon. But this morning is going to be a busy one too. So I'm just going to try and get this GoPro set up in the background while we get this going. I'm going to try and work out why the music stopped. Okay, so just bear with us. We're just trying to set things up in the background. Yeah, we're doing all right. Tesco card, apart from some streaming teething issues. There we go. I've got my music back again. Just got to get the GoPro up and running, and then we should be good to go. So let's see how this game's panning out anyway. Reds are on 19 respawns, green are on 14. There's not a huge amount difference between them at the moment. We're just coming up to the 4-minute mark. So are you playing in the competition on the 27th Tesco card? I think I asked you this before. I've got a feeling you said you weren't, that you were playing the next one in the new year, but you weren't able to make the one on the 27th of November, the anti-cheat competition. So now 22 respawns to the Reds and 18 to the Green. So Green are slightly in the lead. So we just use this warm-up round just to make sure everyone's holding the hits properly, the teams are evenly matched, everyone's using the respawn buttons properly and that sort of stuff. And then once we've done that, we will move into some objective-based games afterwards. Yeah, can't make the one this year, but next year I'll be there. Cool, no worries. I think this year is going to be quite a good one. There's a few teams showing interest. We actually had a couple of teams in the other weekend practicing, ready to put people on certain teams ready for it. So
5 minutes remaining.
I think that should be quite a good one. And then going forward into next year, the ones in the new year should be bigger and better still. I think the more that go ahead, the bigger and better it's going to get. So let's see if the momentum carries on with it. So Reds have now taken the lead by just one, or now they've gone even, so 30 respawns each. So teams are pretty well matched at the moment. So got a new connection to the GoPro. Let's see if I can get the GoPro up and running. I'll put the find my mouse. I'll put the link up for the Airsoft anti-cheat events up in the chat as well. So if anyone wants to get booked in to play on that, you can book directly through the Airsoft anti-cheat website. We're hosting the event, but it is all being run by Airsoft anti-cheat. We'll run the stream and some of the games, but the tournament's all done via a tournament website, so it's all fair and done properly. And George, who runs Airsoft Anti-Cheat with his team, will be here on the day helping us get all the games run through, and so it should be quite a good day. But there's a link if you want to get yourselves booked in. You can join two ways. You can either pay and play, and just pay a normal sort of £30, I think it is, to pay, or you can join the patroncy, which is like £5 a month, and then so the whole team can join up for £25 in effect for a month's fee, and then you can enter that way. Obviously, you can keep the your patroncy going throughout the year, and you can get access to all the competitions throughout the year. GoPro is being a bitch today. I'm going to turn my Bluetooth off and try again. it connects now. Got a question. How does it work? Because I don't have a team, but I want to play in the tournament. Yeah, that's fine. All you have to do is sign up. So sign up either way. As I said, you can either pay to play, which I think is £30 for the day, or you can sign up to the anti-cheat patroncy, which is £5 a month, and that gets you access to the competition. You can sign up as an individual, or you can sign up all your teammates all at the same time if you've got a team. If you haven't got a team, it doesn't matter. Just sign up as an individual. All the individuals and all the pairs and that sign up that need allocating to a team will get allocated on the day. So we'll match you up with other people that are booked in individually. So we'll probably confirm it on the morning once we confirm who's booked in with who, and what teams are what. So there will be a room for people that haven't got a self-made team. They can make team up of all the individuals that want to do it, and that's the whole point. It's supposed to be inclusive, so that you don't have to be part of a team to come and play. It is 5v5, but there'll be another 4 players somewhere, and if not, we'll put some staff members in to play with you, so that you've got a full team. But there'll be enough that we'll make the teams up. I think last time we had a player that was happy to play on 2 teams to make numbers. So obviously the only time that comes a problem is if those 2 teams fine off against each other. But yeah, there'll be lots of scope for it. So definitely, if as an individual, that'd be absolutely fine. Oh, and that's game over. While chatting away there. Okay, so let's see who won that one. That was a red win. So let me put that up on there. The announcement actually said it was a green win, but ignore that. It was the green win announcement is just basically done on the target reveal, but we're not using the targets as part of that game. So it was actually red that won that. So let me get that up in the chat. So red win. Actually, what am I talking about? It's not a red win at all. It is a green win. Oh, I need more sleep. Ignore that. So it was a green win. I don't know what I'm talking about. Green win. The greens had 46 respawns versus 54 red respawn. So yeah, definitely a green win. Sorry about that. So how's the prize money thing work? So it's simple. The prize money is the £200, and the winning team get the £200. So if you're part of the winning team, you get that money, and you just split it between you. So you can all take a equal share each. So it'd be £40 each, and do with it as you please. So it is yours to keep at the end of it. Okay, so we're just going to get the players all reloaded, and then we'll get them back out for the second round of Team Deathmatch, and we'll see how that one gets on. I'll throw up the graphics for the Team Deathmatch, because it was pretty quick earlier on, so just in case anyone missed it. Good question. Has a person ever won who didn't have a team? No, but this is it's only ever been played once. So we had the competition earlier in the year, and the guys that won it were a group that had come together to make a team. They're all mates. I don't think they'd ever played particularly a competition before, and certainly hadn't played a competition of that style. So, yeah, no, is the answer really. But as I say, we've only ever had the one competition so far. So to say that they lost it as a result, the team that got put together, isn't really fair. It was just that was the first one. So it's possible that a team that's thrown together can win it. I mean, it depends how ultimately how strong a team you are. Some guys are practicing together ultimately, so if you're thrown together, maybe you won't have to practice. But we've got a few weeks now, so people are welcome to get booked in and come and have a go at the competition. If you're playing next year as well, definitely come down and play, and have a go at some of the games before the competition. It's your boy X Gravity. Good morning. How we doing? Fine Sunday morning. See, the morning's always better when you get up on time. So the players are all back out in the arena, almost. Just waiting for the last one. Still can't get the GoPro working for some reason, but we're going to get the battery disconnected again and reconnected. Sometimes a reboot will sort it out. So we've tried it a couple of times. I don't know what GoPro are doing, but it's shocking at the moment. Okay, so they are ready to go. So let me get this one underway.
Round starts in 3, 2, 1.
And here we go. We have game on, game on. Okay, so Marshall's going to disconnect the GoPro battery again, and then we'll give that a whirl. Nice to get it up and running again. I don't know what's going on with bloody GoPro. 1 minute it connects perfectly, the next minute it dicks around all day long. So who knows? Who knows? Okay, so Reds have taken an early lead. 4 respawns to the green, 1 to the red. A bit of a slower paced game, this one. They're not moving around quite as quick as they did on the first rounds. In fact, they're moving a lot slower on this round compared to the first round. So I just realised you can't actually see I don't know how that's happened, but you can't actually see the scoreboard correctly there, can you? Let me see if I can open that up a bit so you can actually see the respawns. I don't know what's happened to that. There we go. That's better. So now you can actually see what we're talking about. The respawns here. So 7 to 11 at the moment. And we've updated the map down here as well. We need to do a bit more work on it, but you can see all the yellow bits are where the streaming cameras are. These pink ones are our Marshall cams that we can see in the office here. And then all these little red bits and green bits are cameras and targets. So you get an idea where they are. We need to refine it a bit more, make it a little bit better so you can see a bit more what's going on. But yeah, that is the map. Okay, so red's now on 12, green are on 18. So red's taking a lead on this one now. Just going to reset this tablet, see if I can get the GoPro up and running. Reset the GoPro, it didn't work, so let's try the device it's connecting to. See if that makes any difference. Morning, welcome to the stream, welcome to the chat. So let's see how we're getting on. Red's on 18 respawns, green on 23, so red's still in the lead at the moment. Still looking for people that want to get involved on the stream as well, so if you fancy coming down, sitting next to us here and getting on the stream, then let me know. We're also looking at doing a Discord call onto the stream as well, seeing if we can set that up. So again, if you fancy doing that and commentating on the stream as it happens, then again, let us know. It'd be good to have someone else's perspective rather than someone that works here telling you what's going on. It'd be good to have an outside conversation going on, someone else's point of view. So I've missed the 5-minute mark. Anyway, we've gone over that. We're up to 6 minutes now. So 4 minutes left. This device has restarted. So let me see if I can get this GoPro up and running. If this makes any odds.
Onto your butt.
So 6.5 minutes gone. Only 4 respawns difference. There's not a lot in it. I'll say 5 respawns different now. It looks like a red win at the moment. They're leading by 5. Okay, so greens are losing at the moment, 37 to 29. Reds have opened up the gap to 8 respawn difference now. So this one looks like it could be a red win. So we had a green win on the first round, and now we are on the second round, and it looks like red are being a little bit more dominant on this round. So there was, what was the difference last round? 46 to 54. So 8 respawn difference on the last round, and it's sitting at, it was at 8 respawns, it's now at 6 respawn difference. Okay, so just coming up towards the last minute now. So well into the last minute now, 50 seconds left. Reds are still just in the lead, but only by 2 respawns now as we near the end of the round. 40 seconds left. So last 25 seconds now. Last few seconds. And that is game over. And actually, it said that was a red win, but again, it's just done it on the targets. But it was actually a draw. 41 respawns each. So there we go. So draw. 41 respawns each. So we've got that'd be 2-1 to the greens so far today. Okay, so players are just going on a quick break. So let me get the ads up. We're going to go into some target games next, but they're just going to have this quick break first. I'm just going to see if I can get the GoPro connected. So yeah, let me just get rid of me while I try and connect this GoPro up, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so players just having a quick fresh air break and grabbing drinks and stuff. We should be back in about 2 to 3 minutes time once they've all finished their break, and we'll get the next round underway, which will be a 2-shooter flip. So bear with us while we get all the background bits set up, and we will return shortly.
tried to move on from your life, so you stole my life with clarity. So hold me back, now you're here, 'cause I'm mad, show no fear. Wanna let you know just how it felt. Oh no, 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 no. Don't you think we could? There's no way we could be. No, oh no, 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 no. I know the way you look at me, I know it too well. Now I'm bulletproof, you might find your gun, but I'm flying high. I'm bulletproof, don't let me touch the ground. You can never bring me down. You can never bring me down. Can never bring me down. 'Cause I'm bulletproof. Yeah, I'm bulletproof.
Okay, so most of the players are back now, so looks like we are going to be ready to go out very shortly. I'm just going to throw up the graphics for the two-shooter flip, so you can see that. Okay, so we're still trying to get the GoPro up and running, but hopefully we'll get that working at some point during the stream. Apologies for that. But two-shooter flip is our next game. So this is our first game deploying the targets. So a bit of an objective base to it. So nice and simple, this one. If you've seen the stream before, you would have seen the game, but teams have unlimited lives, and teams just flip the targets to dominate the targets across the arena to their own team's colour. Win by holding the targets for the most accumulated time over a 10-minute game. So what's important on this one is that respawns are counted and divided from the total time held. This means games can be won or lost by being too aggressive or not being aggressive enough. So push too much and get overkilled, and then your total numbers get divided by your respawns. Getting shot too much will actually harm your score. But if you don't push enough, you won't hold enough targets, and again, you won't do very well. Okay, let me get the cameras up. Here we go. So you can see the players are up and out. Okay, so Marshall's just making sure they're all ready to go, which they are. So here we go. Let's get this one underway.
Round starts in 3, 2, 1.
And here we have game on, game on. So, let's see how this one pans out. So on this one, remember, targets are now in play. They now have an objective as well, rather than just shooting each other. So let's see how this one pans out. You'll be able to see on there the scores. So the red and green shooter score is just how many targets are being held in each colour at this moment in history. So it doesn't mean who's actually won or who's going to win based on that score. It gives you an idea of who's dominating the arena at this moment in time. So you just need to try and work out who is being more aggressive on the targets. And then below that you can see the number of respawns. So currently green are on 8 targets with 3 respawns, and red are on 5 with 2 respawns. Well, that's changing rapidly. So green score get divided by their number of respawns, and as will reds. So it's not their actual score that gets divided, it's the number of seconds that each target's been held in each colour. So it'll add up the total number of seconds amongst all 20 targets, and then it will then divide that by the number of respawns. So it's crucial that all targets get shot to maximise your opportunity of holding targets. So there's what keeps flashing around, 17 targets I think it looks like it's been shot. So there's 3 that haven't been. Let me just look at the tablet. Yeah, three small targets out there haven't been shot yet. Try and work out what half of the arena they're on. Looks like 2 are on the red and 1's on the green half. So by not engaging those targets, it obviously makes it a little bit harder for each team. There's 10 targets on each half of the arena, so you really want to be dominating at least your half of the arena and holding your half of the targets. But red's slightly advantaged at the moment in terms of target holding, and they're advantaged on the number of respawns. But now green have taken the lead on the targets. So could be quite a close one, this one. I have to see how it pans out. So welcome to the stream if you just joined us. This is Two Shooter Flip. So this is our 3rd game of the day. First round was won by the greens. Second round was a draw. So 2-1 to the greens so far. They both got a point each for the second round. And this is our first game of objective-based game. So this is our Two Shooter Flip game. Have to flip the targets into their team's colour. Count up how many seconds each target's been held in each colour. Add that together to give a total team time, and then it'll divide it by the number of respawns. So they need to be aggressive enough to hold the arena, but not too aggressive that they end up respawning loads. So as you can see at the moment, greens are on 13, or make that 14 respawns, 15 respawns versus 6 for the red. And then at the moment, the red seem to be holding a few more targets as well, 14 to 6. All 20 targets have now been shot, but the scoring on the targets doesn't necessarily mean that's who's going to win. That's just who's being more dominant at this time. So let's see if red can continue being dominant, or whether green can snatch some back. Certainly looks like red are doing a better job so far, as we've just gone over the 4-minute mark. So just coming up to 4.5 minutes now. Red are still holding it at the moment in terms of targets, and they are ahead by 8 respawns as well. So what does it mean when it says the winners of the event take part in your UK Championship Series? I don't know. Honestly, I hadn't seen that written on there. That's obviously St George's put in there. I don't know if I can get an answer out of him. Let me copy your question out and let me open up Discord. I've posted the question up in Discord on the general chat, so hopefully he will, George will get us an answer on that, because honestly I'm not really sure. I presume that he's going to have a championship series, so all the winners at the end of the year will play each other, but I don't know, honestly. So I'll try and get you the answer. As I say, I've posted it up, so he's normally pretty good on Discord. Hopefully we'll get an answer during the stream. So where are we at in terms of scoring now? Nearly coming up to 7 minutes. Targets are even, 10-all at the moment. But green are a whopping 32 respawns versus 18 respawns for the red. So green have got some work to do. Red still seem to be slightly in the lead on the targets as well. That did even up for a second there. But I would have said this looks like it's going to be red's round, to be honest with you. So we're just coming up to a 3/4 distance now. 7.5 minutes to be 3/4 distance. Still desperately trying to get the GoPro working. It's being a bitch. It connects to it. It just won't live stream for some reason. So we've reset the GoPro several times. I've reset the tablet several times. It's just not connecting for some reason. So we're going to try rebooting the camera, take the battery out again, and put it back in. See if that resets it. It'd be nice to get that up and running, but anyway, we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds left on this round. Red are definitely in the lead on the targets at the moment, and almost half as many respawns as well. So I'll be very surprised if green win this one. It looks like it's going to be a red win. Red certainly seem more dominant on the objective-based games. So just coming up to the last minute now. So we've got one brave player out there just in iPro. No lower mesh. So always brave for CQB. Not sure I'd want to play in just glasses, to be honest, but okay, so red still look like they're being dominant. 31 respawns to 52, and they're holding 13 targets to 7 at the moment. So last few seconds now, last 15 seconds. Let's see how this pans out. I think it's definitely looking like a red victory, this one. and that's game over.
Game over.
And yeah, as predicted, that is a red win. So let me get that up in the graphics. Get up in the chat. So red win. So let me give you some statistics on that. So red 316.838 seconds held. Red versus 236.342 seconds green. So quite a bit of difference there. And respawn wise, green had 57 respawns. Oh, if I could spell. Versus red on 33. So quite a bit of a difference there. So definitely a red win that one. So that makes that 2-all so far today. And the GoPro's still been a dick, so we might just have to scrap the GoPro today. I don't know why it's pissing about, but for some reason it'll connect to it, but it won't actually live stream it for some reason. Not sure why, but we might have to scrap that one, I'm afraid. I will keep trying. I don't want to focus all my time on trying to get the GoPro running rather than getting the stream going. So yeah, let's get the adverts up here, and we will try again. So next round will be another round of 2-shooter flip, and we'll just swap ends on this next one. Okay, so it looks like the players are starting to head back out. So let me just throw up the graphics for the 2-shooter flip just so you can remind yourselves as to what that game was. Okay, so there we go. So looks like they are about ready. So let me get the arena cams up. Was out of that on the GoPro as well. I was trying to see if I could get some information on the issue that we're having. I couldn't, so anyway, players are out. Okay, so it looks like they are ready to go. Let's hit the button and let's get this round underway.
3, 2, 1.
And here we go. So they are off. Let's see how this one pans out. So, sorry if I keep looking down. I'm just trying to set up the GoPro still, and trying to keep an eye on the screens as well, see what's going on. So, Reds were much more dominant on that last round. Let's see if they can keep it up on this round. At the moment, it's fairly even on the targets and pretty even on respawns, although Red have just taken a bit of a lead now on the targets. 15 targets in play, 5 to go. They don't have to shoot all the targets, but obviously there's 10 in each half of the arena, so if you don't shoot all the targets in your half of the arena and at least hold them, then it's going to be a struggle. So you really need to get all your ones first and then start pushing into the other half of the arena. So green just slightly in the lead on targets, a little bit behind on respawns, but only by a couple. Let's see if they can claw it back on this round. What's the BB event pass thingy? Okay, so good question. Yeah, so the BB event pass, basically you purchase the BB event pass and all the BBs will be given to you on the day. Georgia brings a load of tracers along, and each game is round limited, so each player is limited to a certain number of rounds, and he will issue them out at the beginning of each round. And or one of the marshalling team will issue them out at the beginning of each round. So everyone has the same number of BBs. I can't remember the cost, if I'm honest. It was last time, I think £4 for the whole day or something like that. So it wasn't a lot of money. Let's see if I can see the info on it. Yeah, I think it's something like that. I'll try and confirm that as well. I'll put that in the chat on Discord. See if I can get you some answers. He's normally pretty active, George, on Discord, but maybe he's still in bed. Probably been out partying or something. So maybe he's up and about. Let's see if I can raise him on WhatsApp as well. So we're just coming up to the 5-minute mark on this one. Greens are just holding slightly ahead, but they are losing on respawns.
5 minutes remaining.
Let's see if I can find him on here. Okay, so I've just messaged him as well, so hopefully I can get those answers for you. But yeah, we are 6 minutes in now. Green are doing a much better job this round, I think, of holding the targets by the looks of it. But they are slightly behind on respawns, but only by 6 this time. We'll make that 5 now, so not a huge difference. So let's see how this one pans out. I think this one might be a bit closer, but see if Green can do enough to snatch this one back. They are drawing for the day so far, so whoever wins this one will put them in the lead so far for the morning. And so we've got 2 teams in this morning. This afternoon we've got 4 teams, so this afternoon there's going to be a lot less ads. We're going to go straight from one game to the next game and get the teams rotated around pretty quickly. So let's see how this one pans out. We're just coming up to the 7-minute mark with 3 minutes left. Green still just slightly in the lead, and as I say, that Reds just take the lead on the targets. So Green are trailing by 7 respawns now, but Green have taken the lead of the targets again, just by a couple. So it's going to be a lot closer this round, I think, than the last round. So we'll see how it pans out. And again, Red have just snatched it back again. I reckon George's just still in bed, you know. He's not read any of his WhatsApps, and he's not active on Discord, so he's probably having a lie-in. He's probably been out for the night. We'll get some answers at some point. As soon as I get the answers, it'll be up in our Discord. I don't know if you're on our Discord, are you, Tesco Card? If not, I'll post it up on this chat anyway, once I get the answers. So, about 1 minute and 3/4 left. Green back in the lead on the targets. And the respawn difference only 4 now, or make that 3. So, again, it's going to be quite close. I'll call you on there as well. Awesome. Yeah, so I'll find out the answers for sure anyway. I'm sure the BB pass was only a few quid. I'm sure it was like £4 or something each, something like that. And we'll find out about the UK Championship Series as well. I know George's got a lot of plans for the Airsoft anti-cheat as well, so that's probably part of it. We haven't had much time to catch up about the competition. I think he's been moving his sister into uni and stuff, so he's been a busy boy. So, last 50 seconds now. Red in the lead now, only by a couple of targets. And there's a 6 respawn difference in Red's favour. But they are trading off the targets. Keeps flicking back to a draw and then back in Red's favour, then Green's favour, Red's favour. So, there you go, back in Green's favour. So it's going to be quite close. I think Green might have just done enough. Depends on these respawns. But we're well into the last part of the round now. The last 10 seconds. See how this one finishes up. Okay, so that actually was a red win. So let me get the scores up for that, and we'll see how Red's done that, because it did look like a stronger game for Green. So Red win. So let's have a look at the stats. So Red held for 274.008 seconds versus Green 281.709. So Green actually held for longer time, but where it was lost by the Greens was on respawn. So because your time's divided by a number of respawns, Green had 50 respawn versus 43 Red respawn. So yeah, it was lost there by the number of respawns. So well done, Reds. That makes that 3-2 the Reds so far. That was a pretty close game though. As I say, the Greens actually held more target time. They just lost it on the number of respawns.
I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt close to found all that I could become, eager but too scared to climb. Wanted to please my friends, but it felt like the end on myself. I was shut down and all drained out. I was lost.
Okay, so we're going to do Hunt the Target next, and then we're going to move into some Capture the Flag games, which will be the Airsoft anti-cheat game, the Capture the Flag, so get to see how that pans out. But first we'll do Hunt the Target, play a couple of rounds of that. We've got some players just getting some drinks and stuff, so at 11 o'clock we should get the next round underway, so please bear with us. Still trying to get the GoPro up and running. I think we might have to just call it quits on the GoPro, unfortunately, for the day. But we'll give it another go during the break. Morning, Jackpot. Thanks for joining the stream. We are just on a short little break. Hopefully in about 3 or 4 minutes time the players will be back out and playing again. We're going to be playing Hunt the Target next. So that will be our next game in just a moment. We've just got some players grabbing some drinks and stuff. And then we'll be getting them back out. So bear with us. Shouldn't be too much longer. By about 11 o'clock we should be back out. So we will we'll get that one up and running. We're probably going to do the minute silence for remembrance as well, 11 o'clock, and then we'll get the game underway. We've got quite a few players in today as well. So we've got 2 full teams in this morning, and then this afternoon we've got 4 teams in. So it's going to be a busy one this afternoon. It's already quite busy this morning. So let's see how this one pans out. But yeah, thanks for joining us. So just trying to get the GoPro up and running in the meantime. So hopefully we can get that up and running for the next round. Okay, so we're just coming up to 11 o'clock, so we're going to pause the music and players are going to do a 1 minute silence in the centre of the arena. Here we go. So yeah, Remembrance Sunday is 11 o'clock, so 1 minute silence. Okay, thanks for that. It's our 1 minute silence over. So thanks to all our players for doing that and showing their respects. We are going to get the game up and running now. So this will be our hunt the target. They're just going to go back, grab all their riffs, and we'll get this one underway. So I need to head down one day and play at your site with the squad. Yeah, definitely get yourself down. I take it you're not local then. You're probably a bit of a distance away, are you? Nottinghamshire way. Okay, so yeah, not local. It's probably what 2.5 hour drive, 3 hour drive from Nottingham. So or Nottinghamshire. So I think last time I drove to Nottingham was about 2.5, 3 hours. So from here. So yeah, you'd probably have to come down, make a weekend of it, or come down do the Airsoft anti-cheat competition. There's plenty of travel lodges and stuff like that around here, so get yourself down and give it a whirl. Squad holiday, yeah, definitely, yeah. You could book in and do the whole weekend, do a Saturday and a Sunday or something. We've got the shooting range as well, so you wanted like a chilled weekend, you could do some shooting on the range on the Saturday or something, play on the Sunday or vice versa. So we're just waiting for the players to grab all their riffs, and then we'll get them out and playing. I haven't got a graphics yet for the Hunt the Target, but basically Hunt the Target is exactly that. Each team has to go out and hunt their colour target. Only one target will be lit up in each team's colour. So the red have to hunt the red target and shoot it, and the green have to hunt the green target and shoot it. The team that accumulates the most shot targets at the end, and therefore has hunted and destroyed the most targets, wins. So they do respawn again in this one as well. Same 5-second respawn, unlimited lives. So we'll see which team can dominate on this one. 3-2 to the Reds so far, so let's see if Red can continue the winning streak, or whether this one's going to go to the Greens and bring it back evens. So we'll find out in just a moment. The good thing about this one is the targets regenerate randomly across the arena, so it can sometimes go in your advantage and you feel like all the targets are in your half, but then all of a sudden they all end up in the other half. So it does encourage movement around the whole of the arena. So it is quite a good challenging game. So we'll see how this one pans out. But straight after this we're getting to a capture the flag, which will be the Airsoft anti-cheat style competition. So we'll try some of that as well. So I've got some answers from Georgester as well on the Airsoft anti-cheat. So the question about the UK Championship Series. So this means there'll be one big event where all the winning teams of all the events will be invited to the one big event. Okay, so basically that. So all the winning teams will get invited to an event, I guess later in 2023 or something like that. And they'll play one big final, so all the winning teams. So I guess that'd be pretty good, providing the same team don't win all the events throughout the year. But yeah, that'd be good. And the BB pass is three quid. So yeah, pretty cheap for all your BBs for the day. So players are now heading out. So hopefully that answers the questions. But let me pop that up in the chat as well. So that was in answer to I should have put the question up first. So there we go. That the wrong way round. And the BB pass for software. Ooh. Airsoft and cheat is £3. So that's pretty good going. So hopefully that answers all those questions. We're just waiting for the last couple of players to get into place, and then we should be able to get this one underway. Typical, the player that we're waiting to get in place is Dan, who's normally our full-time marshal here. Actually, he's weekend off this weekend, so he's playing. And it's him we're waiting for. Can you believe that? Always on the radio to him saying, come on, push the players along, get them out there. And he's the one holding everyone up today. There he is, just moseying into place. So, Marshall's just explaining the final rules to him, and then we should be able to get this one underway. Let's wait for the go from the Marshal. And unfortunately, GoPro's still being a dick, so I think we're going to lose the GoPro for this morning. Don't know why. I can see the GoPro on the tablet. It's got good battery. The SD card is free. It connects to it, but it just will not live stream for some bizarre reason. So don't know what's going on with the thing. But if anyone knows anyone that works at GoPro, tell them they're shite. Okay, let's get this one underway.
Round starts in 3, 2.
And here we go. Let's get this one running. So they are off and out. So both teams got a big target to shoot first, and Red have got one already. So let's see how quickly they can take these targets down. 1-0 to the Reds so far. So Green have now snatched the lead back, 3-1 to the Greens. So on this game, the actual score is the live score. So as you see it on the screen is who's winning, just like a football match. It's almost like goals scored. So this is number of targets that have been taken down. And on this particular game mode, whoever scores the highest actually wins. So yeah, it will be a rolling score, and we'll see how they get on. But Red jumped out the blocks, got their first target down really quickly, and then Greens then romped ahead with 3 targets in a row, and Red have been stuck on that one. So I think what's happened is Red's second target is generated in the other half of the arena, so they've got to drive across. Oh, they've got it there. So, but Green have stomped forward with a load as well now. So 6-3 to the Greens. Oh, 7-4 now to the Greens. So Green are having a slightly better start to this one. We're just coming up to the quarter stage of this round. we've got a few new games in development as well that we're just trialing out, and we want to try and get up and running. So we're just testing them at the moment, see how well they work in simulation, and if we can get them working well enough, then we will we'll roll them out for all the players to play. But we like to test the games just to make sure. We had a few people wanting to do different game modes and stuff, which is absolutely fine, but we like to test all the game modes before we roll out people's ideas. We actually did one the other day for a group of lads that wanted to try a game, and it was something that they'd played before, so they all understood but no one else understood, so it was a bit of a flop. So we like to try and test them out, but if you've got any ideas for games, then great, let us know. But we'll certainly try them out first, make sure it works, because not all games work in every arena as well. So you play a game at one site or one field, and it works really well, and then on another field the layout just doesn't lend itself to it, and it doesn't work quite as well, you know. So, you know, certain sites that lend themselves more towards snipers, certain sites that lend themselves more towards DMRs, and certain sites that, you know, lend themselves to pistols or whatever. So and obviously CQB, certain games that will happen outside don't work indoors. So we're certainly keen to try out more new games, so if you've got any ideas, then let us know. Okay, so we are at the halfway stage. Red are now in the lead, 10-8. So Red are leading by 2. So just coming up to the 6-minute mark. Red's still in the lead by 2. The beauty of this game is it really encourages players to hunt around the arena looking for those targets, and they have to use all of the arena, because quite often it will light up in the other half of the arena, so you have to push into the enemy's half to get those targets, and see what you can achieve. But you have a quick flurry sometimes where targets are lit up in your half. It's when you need to push across that it becomes a little bit harder. So it's now what we're on, 10-9 to the Reds. So Reds still just in the lead, but only by 1 at the moment. Just coming up to the 7-minute mark, so just over 3 minutes left. Okay, so what we're on 10-10 now, so even Stevens, with just over 2 minutes left. Let's see if anyone can pull a clear victory on this, or whether it's going to be a draw. So exactly 2 minutes left now. Still 10-all. Yeah, no worries, yeah, I've got it. Okay, so Green have taken a bit of a lead with just under a minute left. 14-10 now to the Greens. So it looks like Green are just edging ahead. So it's 3-2 to the Reds so far, so this could be Green just snatching it back. And last 30 seconds now. So 15 seconds. Okay, so that is game, and that was a Green win. So let me flash up the graphics for that. There we go. So I don't know why I can't see the bottom there. Not that it matters too much, but so there we go. So Green win. It was 18 targets Green versus 10 Red. So that makes that, I think that makes that 3-all so far today. We was on, what was it on, 3-2 to the Reds. So yeah, 3-all today so far. So well done Greens, clawed that back, levelled up the scoring once again. So we will go into a second round of that one, and we'll swap ends, and then we will get into some capture the flag after that. Okay, so we just got one guy going down to restock on something. Some supplies for the next round, so a couple of minutes, and we'll get them out for the second round of Hunt the Target, and see who can take the next lead in today's games, and then after that we'll get into some capture the flag stuff, which will be the same game mode that we use in the Airsoft anti-cheat as well, which is on the 27th. So if you haven't already got signed up for that, get signed up for it. The easiest way is to join the Airsoft Anti-Cheat patroncy, £5 a month per person, and that gets you free access to the all the competitions. I think you can just sign up month by month, as you want to, or you can leave it running for as long as you want. And but the advantage of leaving it running is that you get access to all the competitions. So if you plan on playing all the competitions of the year, you might as well just pay the £5 a month, because it'll work out cheaper than just playing the full amount on the day. I think you can pay just £30 and play on the day, but obviously it works out cheaper for everyone if you just do it on the monthly. So there are a couple of options. I'll put the link up in the chat again, but that's happening on the 27th. So if you've got a team, then great, get yourself signed up. If you haven't got a team, then it doesn't matter, sign yourself up and you'll get allocated a team on the day.
This here my year. Hey, look up here. This here my tier. Same fit 4 days. I grind 4 ways. I play no.
So just a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for that last player to come back from the shop, and then we will get the second round of Hunt the Target underway before we go into some Capture the Flag games. So bear with us, and we'll be back up very shortly. If you want to get involved with the stream as well, and you fancy coming and sitting in the streaming office and chatting along with us, then drop us a message as well. We had a few people say they want to do it, but they only had limited availability, but, which is fine. Just let us know dates that you're available to do it, and we will we'll get you up here, and you can comment on the games. We're also trying to link up a Discord call as well, so we can get other people on the chat as well. So if you're on Discord, join our Discord chat. I'll try and find the link for that as well, because you've got to be on our Discord for it to work. So make sure you join our Discord if you're on Discord. I'll try and find the link for that as well. Got it here somewhere. Get that from here. There we go, there's the link to our Discord. So, oh, that's not the link to our Discord at all. That is the link to the Airsoft anti-cheat. Why is that not copied? There we go, that's better. That's the link to our Discord. So if you're not already on there, then get on there. And basically, when you get through, read all the T's and C's, all the I think there's 8 terms and conditions, and at the bottom of that you need to read the last one, which says to like that last term. So if you give it a heart, that will gain you access, and you'll be able to see all the chats, and you'll be able to get involved and see all the ramblings we have up on there. And you can add stuff to it as well, and there's a pre-love section if you've got any riffs in that you want to sell. And we've got a boneyard section. We have got a new or brand new old stock HPA first strike rifle that's going to be going in there very shortly, and we've got some other bits we're looking to put in the boneyard, but there's some loadout sections in there. There's some airsoft memes and that as well, so get involved, jump on the Discord and drop some bits in there. Burgers are making me hungry. Well, I seem to recall you didn't finish your last burger, George. George tried our our challenge burger, which is up on the screen at the moment. Last time he was here for the first Airsoft anti-cheat competition, and failed, and felt rather sorry for himself afterwards. Him and his mate, I can't remember his mate's name now, but his mate was actually playing in the competition, and the challenge done him that badly that he couldn't play most of the afternoon. He had the meat sweats, I think. And if you remember back on that stream, George was sat here on that stream struggling somewhat in the afternoon. But yeah, if you fancy a go on the challenge burger, then come down, give that a go. If you complete it, you get a go up on our leaderboard, and not only do you go up on our leaderboard, but you get the challenge meal for free as well. So 30 quid to enter, but if you complete it, it's free of charge. And Kai loves cooking that one, so get Kai on that one, cooking one up for you. Unfortunately, the GoPro is still being a dick, so I'm going to scrap the GoPro this morning. I will try and get it up and running this afternoon, and see if we can get that up on the stream, but for some reason it's just not behaving. So but as I say, we'll try and get it up on the up and coming stream this afternoon. This afternoon stream will be a good one, so if you're watching, get involved on this afternoon stream. We've got 4 teams in this afternoon, so 4 teams of 6. It's going to be a busy afternoon. We're going to have non-stop games, 2 teams in, 2 teams getting ready, and they're swapped round, so we shouldn't have any break sessions. It should be straight in, game after game after game. Test card, I'm going to go and get some lunch. 2 secs, yeah, no worries. So this game, if you just joined us, is our hunt the target. So teams have to hunt down their colour target. There'll only be one colour, one of their targets in their colour lit up at any one time. They have to hunt it down and shoot it. Whichever team accumulates the most shot targets at the end of the round will win. So on that last round, we had 18 targets to the green versus 10 for the red. Meaning it was a green win. So let's see if red can claw one back. Currently it's 3-all on scoring today so far, so it's all to play for. The teams have been pretty evenly matched all the way through, so let's see how we get on this next round. Just waiting for the marshal to give us the final go. I think we're just waiting for one player. Okay, so let's get this one underway.
Round starts in 3, 2.
And here we go. So, I say hunt the target. They've got to hunt down their target and get it shot. Easy as that. So, it will generate anywhere in the arena, and they simply need to find it. So this encourages movement all the way across the arena, not just one half. So let's see who will get an early start on this one. So no one's got a target yet. 40 seconds in. There's 2 large targets out there to be shot. I can see the targets. See if green have got theirs. So green's starting an early lead. So you quite often see like not a lot of targets being shot, then all of a sudden a big flurry of targets being shot. And sometimes it's just about where the targets generate, and also players just about find their target and then get shot before they get a chance to engage it. So as soon as they respawn, they're straight back and trying to shoot it again. So it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. As I say, the next round we're going to be getting into capture the flag, which will be the same game that we play in the Airsoft anti-cheat. So anyone that's looking to get involved in the Airsoft anti-cheat, it'll give you a good insight as to what that game mode is. I'm sure a lot of you have already played capture the flag before. So green are now 2-0 up. Red are still yet to find their first target. We're just coming up to the 3-minute mark, and red are still unable to take out theirs. Unfortunately, it's in the other half of the arena, so they've got to push through, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. The targets are randomly generated, so we have no control over that. So 3.5 minutes now, and red's still yet to engage their first target. Green are now on 2, or still on 2, sorry. They haven't found their third one. Green have got one of the small targets out there to shoot, red one of the larger ones. But unfortunately for red have got theirs now. It was in the other half of the arena, so they had to do a bit of moving. So 4 minutes gone. It's now 2-2. So red have pulled it back. As we're nearing the halfway stage, let's see who's going to take the next part of lead. Which team's going to take out the next target. So 4.5 minutes gone, 5.5 to go.
I will send you to Jesus.
Neither team have got their third target yet. So yeah, basically that, it's hunt the target. So there's 20 targets out in the arena. One will light up green and one will light up red. It's randomly generated. So the green team have to shoot the green target, red team have to shoot the red target. Easy as that. But they generate anywhere out in the arena. Now we've got the arena lighting up as well. It makes it a little bit harder to find the targets because we can light the arena up green or red. I can put it on, you know, I'll change it now to like a flashing disco mode. Changes the lighting all the way around the arena. As you can see there, it's now flashing all different colours. So they have to hunt down their colour target and shoot it. Whichever team accumulates the most targets shot at the end of the 10 minutes wins. Easy as that. But it does encourage movement all the way across the arena. Can sometimes be difficult. Sometimes as well they run past the targets. So there's a couple of targets as you run out of your spawn that are like behind you as you run out. So if your peripheral vision's not great, then it's quite easy to miss. And with the, as I say, with the arena lights now, where you could used to look for the glow, you can't look for the glow anymore. And now the walls are higher as well. You can't see over the walls to see a glow as quite as easy as you did on the old arena layout. So it does make it quite a challenge. But Red have now got their third target. So Red have just taken a slight lead by 1. 6.5 minutes gone. 3.5 minutes left. So yeah, it's definitely quite a challenging game, this one. Gets the players moving around. Red have taken another one now, so 4-2 to the Reds. So Red have taken a bit of a lead. We've just got over 3 minutes left. Yeah, the lights are pretty cool. We sort of trialled them. I've got this DMX lighting system in now, so the plan is to add more and more lights, and we can control all of the lights on the streaming office as well. So one touch of a button and we can make it all one colour, or half the arena red, half green, and it's all programmable as well. So we can do all sorts of the lights. We've got some black lights out there as well. We've been trying. So we're going to do some more testing with them. See how many it's going to take to blacklight the whole arena to help aid the glow of tracers. But I think it's going to need quite a lot of blacklight, unfortunately, to do that. So it's going to take quite a bit of budget to get a full blacklight effect. But over time, we'll keep adding and see if we can make that happen. So 2 minutes left. Red are still 2 ahead. So it looks like Red are doing enough at the moment, unless Green can find that next target. It makes it harder for the players as well when they can't see the glow of the target, because a lot of players rely on looking for the glow of the target rather than actually trying to hunt down and look for targets. So this way it adds a bit of disorientation to it as well, and especially like now where we can flash all the targets or flash all the lights in different colours. It means they see a glow and they sort of run towards it, and it changes colour. They realise it's the light that's changing, not the target. But 1 minute left now, and still 2 up for the 2 up on the Reds at the moment. Yeah, it would be sick. Love the way you always push the boundaries. I think it's important to put money back into the site and try and develop it and make it better and better every time. We've put some nice signage up as well, which we've got up here and up here. These are the bow and stern spawns. We've named them nautically because we're on the river. So the front and the back of a ship. But unfortunately, people decided to full auto them the other day, so we spent all this money on signage for just idiots to shoot. But hey ho. So last 10 seconds now. We've got Red still in the lead by 2, so it looks like it's going to be Red's game. And it is indeed a Red win, so let me get the scores up for that one. Here we go. So let's get that up in the chat. So Red win. 4 red targets versus 2 green. So they didn't get anywhere near as many targets they did in the first round. But they did get some. So where are we at? So that's now 4-3 to the Reds. So well done, Reds. You're leading so far today. Yeah, I mean, it is a shame, but I mean, they're Foamex boards. We can get them replaced. Just frustrating when you spend money on the site getting it looking nice for people, and people just maliciously damage stuff. But it happens at all sites. I was at Drive Wood yesterday, and out towards the game zone, he's put targets for people to shoot, and he was replacing the lights because players have been shooting the lights on the way out. So he puts lights out there to guide them out there on early mornings when it's still a bit dark, or late afternoons when it's dark, especially coming up this time of year, and people just shoot them for fun. So it is annoying that you put in effort for people to make the site look bigger and better, and people maliciously destroy stuff. But it is life, I suppose. You just gotta hold your head up and get on with it. Yeah, I don't know why people feel the need, but you get it everywhere, to be honest. I'm a Formula 1 fan, and we went to the first Formula 1 race I ever went to was in Belgium at Spa, and at the end of the race, you get the chance to get onto the track, which is awesome, and you run down towards the podium and see all the podium and the interviews and that, which is awesome to be given that access. And then people were tearing down the Rolex sponsorship signs and all the banners and stuff, and trying to nick flags and stuff to take it home as memorabilia. And I guess once things have a monetary value, people are always going to want to try and grab something. But I noticed we went to Spa again this year, and I noticed they had put up on the screens. It's now a criminal offence to steal bits from the track, and anyone caught vandalising will be prosecuted by the police. So obviously it happens with whatever, and I'm sure it happens with football and all sorts. And any sport and any activity out there, some people are dicks. That's it, isn't it? So maybe try a fabric flag for the spawns. BB shouldn't be able to break through that with BBs. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we had on the old arena, I don't know if you ever see the old arena layout, but on the old arena layout, we had some G&G flags and that out around the arena and stuff, and some other manufacturers' flags that they've given us, and some banners and stuff, and we put them out. But again, people just shot them, and so over time, even the fabric ones don't last. BBs are quite destructive. And they do a fair bit of damage no matter what you shoot them at. You start shooting it over time at anything, it starts destroying it. Even now, the arena's not that old. I mean, since we reopened, it's been about, 6-7 months, and you can see bits of the arena that get damaged already, and bits we've had to repaint, and bits of wood that we've had to replace where they get shot and stuff. So I think it's just that the nature of airsoft is the BBs are quite destructive, so there's always going to be an element of damage. So it goes with part and parcel, unfortunately. But players are just on a break. We're going to have a 5-minute break while they just recoup, and then we'll get them out for Capture the Flag next. So, as I say, Capture the Flag is the game mode that we used in the first Airsoft Anti-Cheat event, and is going to be used in this second Airsoft Anti-Cheat event on the 27th of November. The link for Airsoft Anti-Cheat is up in the chat as well. And as I say, you can join by joining up to their patroncy, or you can just pay to play. So whichever way you fancy doing it, there is options. So have a look at their website, decide which way you want to do it. You can sign up as a team, which is great. If you've got a team of 5, then sign your team up all in one hit. If you haven't got a team of 5, again, not a problem. Sign up as an individual, sign up as a pair, sign up as a group of 3, 4, whatever you've got, and we'll allocate you to a team on the day. I'm having some Airsoft anti-cheat patches made. Got an exclusivity deal with Stitch Customs. Okay, cool. So they are they fabric ones or are they PVC ones? And more importantly, are you going to have them ready for the 27th for the competition? So we're going to get the games going about 10-2. So in about 3 minutes time we'll get them out for the next game. There should be fabric, fingers crossed, for the 27th. Okay, cool. If my voice goes a bit funny when I'm talking, it's because I've got Matt rattling around in my ear talking to me on the radio. It's really difficult trying to talk while someone's talking in your ear as well. Yes, that'd be cool if they're here for the 27th. I take it you're selling them, George. What's the prices on the patches for players that want to buy them? So 10-2, they've been told to get back up, ready for the next game. So it looks like most of the players are heading back up. So hopefully we'll be on time to get this next game underway. May have some PVC ones made in the future, but need more patrons to make it viable. Yeah, I mean, we use patches and patches in, I think they're in Pakistan, to make our PVC patches. You have to order them in bulk to make it most cost effective, but they're not horrendous in price, and obviously the more you order, the cheaper per unit they are. I think the main cost up front was the making of the mould, and then every subsequent order is cheaper and cheaper, because the mould's already done, unless obviously you change it. You get one free with a Pentry perk, or £5 per patch. Okay, so if they sign up to the is it the £5 a month one you can sign up to? So you've got so yeah, I think the cadet level is £5 a month. And I can't see. Okay, so you have to join the private one, which I get it. So if you join at private level, you get a free Airsoft anti-cheat patch. So that's the one that's £10 a month. But I mean, if you're going to enter all the competitions throughout the year, the £10 a month one doesn't work out that bad actually at all. So it costs you 120 quid a year, but there's going to be 4 competitions a year, so that's 30 quid a competition, which is what it costs you if you just wanted to pay to play. It costs you 30 quid an event, so paying the monthly one actually spreads the cost of it, and you get a free patch, and obviously all the other benefits that come from that. But I'll put the link up to the to those as well, so you can have a look, decide which level you want to go in at. But I think to enter the competition, you need to enter at cadet level or above, and there's 7 different levels, but I think you have to enter at cadet level or above to be in the competitions. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so let me get the matrix up here for that. So capture the flag is our next round. So there we go. See our flag hanging there. Each player has 1 life. Teams win by taking the flag in the centre of the arena and escorting it back to the other team's spawn, so that not their spawn, the other teams. However, teams can also win by taking out all the lives of the opposing team. So if you kill all your the other team's players, then you win. Or if you capture the flag and take it back to their spawn, you also win. So 2 different ways to win this game. We will do a couple of different rounds of this one. I'll confirm with the marshal whether we're going to do best of 3 or best of 5, and then we'll get it underway very shortly. Okay, so we're going to do the best of 3, which is the same format. It's going to be in the Airsoft anti-cheat competition. So we're going to have the red team in the bow spawn, and green are going to be in the stern spawn. Opposing is spelt wrong on the slide. Oh, that's good old Mahu. Mahu is his new nickname. His real name is Matt, but when he done his own staff member blog, he spelt his own name wrong. We've given him all sorts of spell checkers, but he still manages the odd spelling mistake, bless him. So we'll have to get that one corrected. I've not noticed that one before. But yeah, let me get the arena cams up. Matt's really great at artwork and the graphics, and he does a lot of the artwork and that for our social media and for a lot of our streams. And he's very good at Photoshop, and he made the Airsoft anti-cheat video and stuff. He's very good at doing all that sort of stuff, but he cannot spell for toffee. I noticed he put 5v5 instead of 5 versus 5 in the advert. Okay, yeah, I mean 5v5, 5 versus 5. I guess both are probably right. I mean, versus is probably a bit better. Okay, so teams are ready to go. So I probably need to set up the tablet. So bear with me 2 seconds. Here we go. So let's get this one underway.
Starts in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go. So they are off. Now, what we normally find is the first round, they absolutely steam out, and then the round's over really quickly, and then it sort of slows down. Yeah, he's really good with the editing. It was so quality, honestly astonished. He's pretty good at it. We should do an outtake of all the boo-boos who he makes on the way. That'd be a bit mean, but yeah, it takes a little while. Some of these video productions, and you know, when he types stuff out and that, and you're typing it out quick and stuff, and trying to make videos and slides and stuff, you sort of type it out and get it up and running, and then then you realise later someone else points out that it's wrong. But our first person we had doing our media was just as bad, and I think it's just a speed thing, you know. When you quickly type stuff out, you don't notice it when you've been staring at it all day. I think we had sweat potato fries at one point. Yeah, that would be but funny to upload as another video. Yeah, I mean we did do like a funny video before of like someone getting nutshotted, which we thought they were cheating at the time. We thought they weren't calling a hit, but it turned out to be a ricochet. And so we say that all hits count unless it's a ricochet, but you can only claim a ricochet if you're 100% sure it's a ricochet. Yeah, sweat potato fries. I think that was on our menu when we first opened the cafe for probably I don't know, for a good month before anyone noticed. We've had all sorts of weird and wonderful ones. The one that everyone makes a mistake on is espresso. Espresso. So we've got one red player out. That was the chap that went for the flag. He got the flag down but got shot just afterwards. Looks like we've got our second player out there, one of the greens. So actually this round's been quite a slow round. I think I've set it on a 10-minute time limit on this round. On the competition, I believe we've got it set as a 5-minute time limit, especially because the number of teams entering. But on this one, where we're not so time restricted, we've got it set as a 10-minute limit. So we're 3.5 minutes in. Normally it's over pretty quickly. Yeah, definitely. You're right there, George. We've spoke so many times about doing player interviews. The difficult thing is staffing it and having enough staff to come and do the interviews. So Matt used to work till 9 o'clock every night, but because he uses the same computer that we use for streaming, it meant he was using the Mac. He doesn't like using the Mac because he's a PC guy, so he prefers using the PC, and I don't blame him. It's a really high spec PC. It cost us half the national debt to buy the damn thing, so it is a really strong, powerful tool. But I like the Mac, and we've got a Wacom drawing tablet as well for him, and that he does use it every now and again. But we changed his shift so that he's here during the day to do all the media during the day and not overnight. So it's difficult getting the player interviews done and stuff. But we've spoke about it several times, so I think we will get there at some point. But yeah, Red have now got the flag, and he's taking it back to his own spawn. So he sort of missed the concept there. I think we've only got one green player left. So another red player down, so that's 2 red players down. And that is game over. That's game over. So
Game over. Game over.
So that one was a red win. Yeah, 5 minutes for Airsoft anti-cheat. Laptop arrived today. Cool. So I'll just set the tablet up there. So rules uploaded on the website hopefully by tomorrow. No one likes using a Mac. I'll behave. The Mac is so much better for Photoshop. We've got a Wacom drawing tablet as well, which is connected to the Mac, which is such a powerful drawing tool, and great for using Photoshop. But it's what people are used to. Matt's used to using a PC, so he prefers using the PC. But I'm an Apple fanboy, so personally I prefer Apple. But here we go. We're going to get this round underway.
2,
Yeah, the PC was definitely worth it. Yeah, I mean, the PC build was the only way to do it. We needed that high performance graphics card to be able to run the stream. For streaming, the Mac sucks. We tried using the Mac at first, and it just kept hitting 100% CPU limit and actually crashing. And I spoke to Apple about it, and Apple basically said that they don't build streaming PCs. They can build us a custom for business one, but they're very, very pricey. They're like 5-figure PCs, and so it would have been a bit overkill. And we get much better spec Windows-based PC for streaming that works so much better. So looks like Red are getting the flag down. One of their players got taken out in the process. So we've got 3 red out now, 2 green out. Player's struggling to get that flag down. He's finally got it down. Picks up his gun. He's taking it to the wrong end again. He needs to take it to the other end to win. So he is the last red player, I think, as well. So let's see if he can manage it to get it the other end. He's still just by his spawn, so he's not really moving any further forward. Back into right for Photoshop, I'll give you that. Yeah, stream is important though, as it's the best marketing tool and enjoyable to watch. Yeah, I mean it is. It's the best way to promote the site, I guess. And I got the idea years ago from watching a paintball event that was streamed. That seemed like a great way of doing it. And we're now with the new arena layout, we're starting to build some traction with it, and we're starting to get there. And I think that is game over. Yeah, so that was a green win, that one. So green win on that one. So that's now 1-1. So we're getting to the next round. I'll get my tablet to work. There we go. Okay, so we'll just wait for the players to swap ends. And we'll get the flag back up and hung up. So looks like all the players are in place. Just wait for the marshal to give us the nod. So whoever wins this one is gonna win this. So let's see how it pans out. Okay, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Red's flying off at the start there. One of them actually pushed off the wall, I think, there to get himself out quickly. So let's see how this one pans out. No one's actually managed to. They've captured the flag twice now. They've not actually managed to get it to the other end. And on the first one, they managed to take out all. They captured the flag and took out all the other team. and on the second round there, they captured the flag, but then got shot out by the greens. So, so 1 apiece, all to play for. We've got 2 greens out, 1 red out. I'm hoping, George, what we might be able to do is on the Airsoft anti-cheat competition, we might be able to do some player interviews. That we'll be able to build some content for YouTube as well. Yeah, we've got the Airsoft anti-cheat flag just to my left, ready to go. It is here. We haven't binned it yet. There we go. Well, this is the Airsoft anti-cheat flag, and this is the one that we'll be using on the event. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So this is a bit smaller than the 308 flag that we use, but that'll be the one used in the event. I did a grab and swing. So we've got 3 players out on the green, 3 out on the red. I didn't actually. I swung off to get the flag there. I didn't actually see who's got the flag now. Is it the red's got the flag? Another green player down, and that's it. Reds have won. Red's got the flag back. So
Game over. Game over.
So that was a red win. Okay, so that was a red win. So he didn't touch the wall. That wouldn't have counted on the 27th. Well, it was near enough. I think it didn't help because the players were all sat on the wall where he needed to touch it. So yeah, but we'll give him that. It was as close as fuck it is to swearing. Yeah, I think we just need to be clear where the players that are out need to sit. Okay, so we're just going to check what game mode we're going to do next. We are going to do capture the flag again, but we're going to do it with the lights out. We're doing a bit of darkness, but we'll have the DMX lighting going, so all the coloured lights will be on, but the main arena lights will be off. So I'll just throw up the graphics again. I put a disclaimer on the Airsoft Anti-Cheat website stating content creators will be filming whatever they like and will be attending the event and consent to be filmed and uploaded. So you're covered. Yeah, I mean, we part of our sign-in as well, when they sign in, when they get it on the tablet for the insurance, everyone agrees to be filmed, obviously because we live stream, and to have content loaded to Facebook, YouTube and Twitch, etc. So we should be covered on both bits there. because I mean every airsofter reads every single line of disclaimer, word for word. So we're just going to get them reloaded, and then we'll do best of 3 again on Capture the Flag, but this time with the lights out, so just be the coloured lighting out in the arena. So just bear with us, we'll get this set up. Oh cool, so literally just got a 5-man team order come through, awesome. Yeah, I spoke to the team yesterday, or one of the guys of the team yesterday, I can't remember his name. I'm useless with names, it takes me about 5 years to learn someone's name. He was the one of the players from the team that won the last event, and he was saying that they're looking to sign up and get playing again this competition. So so it'd be good to have the existing champs up and running. I don't know if you've got a is there a team limit cap on the event, George, or more the merrier? I think on the original competition, I think it was eight team limit. The Raiders are lost of the Rogue Alpha. Sick, cool. Yeah, that's who won the last one, wasn't it? I don't know if they've signed up yet, but yeah, he was talking to us yesterday at Driverwood. So he said he'd seen the posts and that, and they were looking to get the team back out. Yeah, it'd be good to have lots of teams. But yeah, was there a team limit? Were we capping it at all? Okay, cool. So the more the merrier. Yeah, so I think on the first time it was ever run, we had a team limit of 8, just so we could see how the format works and everything. But this time it's going to be an unlimited amount of teams. Obviously at some point we'll have to throw a limit, else it will have to run for about 3 weekends. But yeah, certainly we can handle a few teams, and we'll have some dry areas for everyone to set up as well, same as last time. It'll be a bit colder this year, so I don't know if we'll have people setting up outside in the marquee, or whether we will just we've got some other areas we might be able to use as well. So yeah, watch this space. We'll work out something. Okay, so players are just starting to enter the arena. So let me get the arena cams back up. Strict 5-minute matches, first to 5 points, no more best of 3. I think the only trouble with first, if we have say 10 teams sign up, if we do the first to 5 points, we're simply going to run out of time. So I think it's going to have to be best of 3, George, to be honest with you. Depends how many teams we get signed up, but obviously the format I think is going to be designed on the best of 5, but obviously if we have lots and lots of teams sign up, then we might have to restrict it to best of 3 just for a time factor, so we can get everyone playing it, else we're going to run out of time to get all the games played. But we'll play it by ear on the day. Obviously that's the format we're 8-minute rounds is best of 5, but obviously it all depends on the number of teams. Yeah, Marshall was just asking if they use grenades on this round. So I was just asking if you can use grenades. On this one we're allowing grenades, but on the competition one they won't be able to use grenades. 25 minutes max before switching teams. Also made it so many people may refill their mags. Don't have to restock if they don't want to. Okay, cool. Yeah, in an ideal world, absolutely, and hopefully it'll work exactly as planned. We're just as we get nearer to the event and we know exactly how many teams, we can work out the maths of how many rounds there's going to be and make sure there's enough physical hours in the day to run through. We don't want to be playing till 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure the players want to be done before that as well. So, but either way, we'll get it done, and we'll work it out. But that is the format: best of 5 and 25 minutes max before switching teams out. So here we go. They are ready to go. So a little bit different out in the dark now.
3, 2, 1.
And let's see how they get on. So a little bit slower now in the dark. Once we add some more DMX lighting in, you see that bottom left camera where the lighting's lit up green. It actually lights the frame up in green as well. So as we add more DMX lighting in, hopefully the infrared cameras should cut out, and it should light up the individual cameras in different colours, which will be good. The good thing with the Airsoft anti-cheat competition is the way it evolves and changes and moulds to get better and better each time. And the more it's played, the more we learn about it, and we learn more about the game. We've been playing Capture the Flag game a little bit in the arena since then as well. As you can see, we're playing it now. So it gives players an idea of the concept of the game and what will be played on the day. It also gives people a chance to try it out. So we've got our first player out. So that's one of our green is out at the moment. As you can see, gameplay always slows down when it's that bit darker. It's actually a lot lighter in the arena than what it looks like on the cameras. The cameras are quite oversensitive. As soon as the light level drops, the infrared mode on them cuts out. Or cuts in, sorry, so it instantly goes black and white. But in the arena it is a lot more lit up than what it appears here. Oh, player went for the flag there but got shot. Well taken. That's the second green player out, and first red player out, third green player out. Tracer always looks proper cool as well. So that's 4 green players down. Okay, so that was a red win. So we'll get them swapped ends. So round 1 was red. So lights out tournament when? What do you mean lights out tournament when? the tournament's going to be with the lights on, isn't it? We're just doing it for fun here in the dark. Or you're proposing we should do a lights out tournament? Okay, so they are ready, so let's get this one underway.
Starts in 3, 2, 1.
So let's see who's going to win this second round. Will Red get it again and win the round, and therefore win the best of 3, or will this go over to the Greens and keep the game alive? So it's definitely a lot slower pace in the dark. Looks proper cool in the bottom camera with the green light. It almost looks like sort of night vision mode, doesn't it? Looks like you're looking at it through some nods. Everyone's been a lot more tentative this time. A lot more shooting at the shadows. We've got one team of each colour, either side of the flag there, poised ready to try and grab it. But they both know there's people defending those angles. Oh, one player's out. So that's our first green player out, I think. Second green player out. Excuse me. Maybe you guys should do a lights out tournament. Yeah, I mean, we've been looking at different tournaments. We did our IPSC style competition that went down really well. We want to run that one again. We hoped to do it before Christmas, but it's just time. We just really haven't had the time to get it set up. We've been so busy doing other things and other projects. It takes a lot of time and effort to get these things underway, as you well know. So we need to do another one, but I think it's going to be in the new year now before we get a chance. So it's another player down. Oh, that was a double kill there. That was pretty cool.
Double kill.
They both shot each other, both called it, which is good. So 3 down on one team, 2 on another. So they're both looking to go and get the flag, but both teams got the angles covered. So whoever goes for it is likely to get shot. So their next option is try and take each other out. And they've got the flag. It's got to unlatch it now. There, they've got the flag. They've just got to get it back now. And this is the difficult bit. They've got to enter the danger zone, get into the other team's half. See if they can recover that flag back. So we've got another one down. Was he down, or did he just come back to see how many of them was left? Green win. Okay, cool. Okay, so that was a green win. Okay, so round 2 was a green, so it's now 1-1. So this will be the decider. We'll get them swapped ends. Actually, it was a red win. I thought it was, but the marshal was adamant. No, it's a green win. But it wasn't. It was a red win. So scrap that above. That was a red win. So it was actually 2-0 Reds on capture the flag. So on that second round. So where was we? Let me just have a look. We were. Go back through the chat, see where it is at. I'll send it to the ad break as well. I'll do that. So it's 4-3 to the Reds. So it's now 6-3 for the Reds, so they won both rounds of capture the flag. So well done, Reds. We've got about another half an hour left till lunch, so we should get a couple more games in if they're quick. I'll just chat to the marshal, find out what we're going to do next.
You, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you, I feel so much better. Oh, yeah. Before you, I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark.
You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire.
So we're going to do attack and defend next. So let me throw up the graphics for that.
And you know what?
So hopefully we'll get a attack and defend played, and then we will do a team deathmatch to finish off. So all targets lit up red. The attacking team must take out all the targets as quickly as possible, and defenders must defend the arena to stop the attackers advancing and slowing them down.
We got something good.
So simple as that. Attacking team have unlimited life, defending team have 3 lives each. Each team will get a chance to attack, and the quickest team wins. So we'll have reds attacking first, and we'll see how this one pans out.
Follow your heart, baby, don't be shy. Just follow yours and I'll follow mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good, something good. Something good.
I think Scorpion Tactical are thinking about coming back. Okay, cool. That'd be awesome. Okay, so players are in the arena now. So reds are attacking first. They are in the bow spawn, and greens are in the stern. Yeah, no worries, I'll see what I can do. Okay, so, sorry about that, I was just chatting to the marshal. I'm just waiting for the last player to get out, and then we'll get this next one underway. Okay, here we go. They are underway.
3, 2, 1.
So let's see how they get on. 1 target down, 2 targets down, 3, 4. 4 targets down. It's not the quickest time we've seen. Normally the first 10 targets go down in sort of first 10 to 15 seconds, but we're 20 seconds in, 5 targets down. So red's not flying out of the blocks. I think the quickest time we've had on this is about 26 seconds. Anything under a minute is super quick. Anything under 2 minutes is a quick time. 3 minutes is starting to be an average time. 4 to 5 minutes is acceptable. Anything over 5 minutes is shocking. So we're just coming up to 50 seconds, 11 targets down. And we're at the minute mark now, still only 11 targets. First 10 targets are usually quite easy because they're in your half of the arena. So when you push into the second half of the arena, it all becomes a bit more of a struggle. So 13 targets down now, 7 to go. $17 down now, 3 to go. Minute and 40 seconds gone. So can they do it in the next 20 seconds? Get sub 2 minutes. $18 down now, 2 to go. That's the 2-minute mark. So still 2 to go. How long is it going to take to get these last 2? The difficult thing with the last couple of targets is they're normally right in the other team's half of the arena. So this is where it's really difficult to get them. Sometimes teams find the only way to do it is to take out all the lives of the opposing team, so they can engage those targets, or just try and shoot them all at once so that they all have to end up down their spawn, and therefore give them a chance to push forward and attack those last targets. But still 2 to go, 2 minutes 40 gone. See how they get on in the last part of this. See if they can get the next 2 targets. We have a 10-minute time limit on this round as well. It's not often we hit the 10 minutes. Going to change the attack sense VIP range perk so everyone can use the range, but non-VIPs must vacate for VIPs if they want to use it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean that was I think that's the thinking we had, that we'd just open up the range for everyone, so people can use it in between games. 19 targets down now, so 1 left to go. So can they do this before 4 minutes is up? About 10 seconds left to do it before the 4-minute mark. And so we've got 1 green player out already. Looks like red know where they need to go for this last target, but greens are defending it pretty well. So we're over 4 minutes now. Can they save face and do it in sub 5 minutes? Although to be fair, it doesn't really matter how quick or slow they do it, as long as they do it in a quicker time than the other team. But in terms of leaderboards and how quick it's done, it's 26 seconds I think is the time to beat, which was an astounding time really. We've never had anyone else get anywhere near that. I think 50 seconds is the next quickest time, which is like twice the time basically. So last few seconds, then we're going to hit the 5-minute mark. There we go, we're into the 5 minutes now, so nowhere near a competitive time here for the Reds. And Reds have been strong so far this morning, so wonder how well the Greens will do if Reds are struggling this much. We've got 3 green players out already. Looks like we've got 5 green players out, so they just need to hit this last target.
Round complete.
Okay, so let's have a look. That's that. Let's set it up for the green team now. So let me make a note of that score. So Reds did it in 6 minutes and 5 seconds, 0.845. I think the Marshal called it early because all the green team lost their lives. It doesn't matter at that point. Reds still need to shoot all the targets, so they didn't shoot that last target. That's the Marshal's fault for being a plonker and telling them that was game, and it wasn't. So we'll deduct a bit of Reds time off for that if it gets that close. But let's see how quickly green can do it. Okay, so it looks like they're getting ready to go now. And here we go.
Round starts in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a lot quicker start there for the greens. 12, 13. So first 13 targets done. 14. 15 targets in sub 20 seconds, so still pretty quick. 5 left to go. This is the second lot now that will slow them down, so these last 5 will be the slowest, as they've got to push into the other half of the arena to get them. 16 down, 4 to go. I think greens can smell the victory here. 45 seconds down. 10 seconds left to 1 minute. Can they do it in sub 1 minute? Don't think they're going to be able to do it. No, so we're into the second minute now. And let's see how this one pans out. Will they get these next 4 relatively quickly? $17 now. I was just about to say they're stuck on that 16th one. They can't seem to get the 17th, and now all of a sudden 17, 18. So 2 left to go. So it's likely they know where the 4 targets were, and therefore know where these last 2 are. They've just got to get to them now. Break down the red defences. This is the hardest bit now because the red will be pinned in around those last couple of targets. They've either got to take the red players out or get them all respawning all at once so they can open up a path to the targets. Just gone 2 minutes now. It started blisteringly quick and a lot quicker than what the Reds did it in. So 2.5 minutes now. Still 2 to go. Oh, they got 1, so 1 left to go. And do this in the next 15 seconds, get it sub 3 minutes. They definitely know where the target is, they just can't get to it at the moment. Reds have got 1 player out. 2 players out now. Oh, that is 1 player out. It only had 2 lives.
Round complete.
And that's game over, game over. So that's a green win, that one. So
Game over.
that is definitely a green win. So green done it in 3 minutes and 36 seconds, 0.874. So that was a green win. Well done, Greens. That makes that 6-4 to the Reds so far today. Okay, so that is it for the morning. We're going to head off to our lunch break now. Oh, I just realised I'm not up on the stream. There we go. So we're going to go to lunch. So we'll be back this afternoon. We've got 4 teams in this afternoon, so it's going to be a busy one. So join us again. Hopefully we'll get going just after 2 o'clock, probably about 20 once everyone's chronoed in. Yeah, join us on that one. I love the winner's background. It's always so satisfying. Yeah, we've got some new ones coming for the draw as well, and we've got a bunch of new slides that we've got to put in. We've just got to find time to get it all updated. So yeah, glad you like them. But yeah, we'll be back just after 2 with the next session for this afternoon. So we'll see you then.
Game over.
Mission complete.
I'm fucking going down. Get that fire exit door. I'm on.